Sudden cardiac arrest is our nation's leading killer. It affects an estimated 325,000 people every year, and more than 92% of the victims will not survive. It was Valentine's Day of 2007. I was 27 years old. My husband and I had just gotten married 11 days before, and it was 2 days on a new job with the Vail Valley Partnership when I was having a conversation with someone and suddenly collapsed in my chair due to sudden cardiac arrest.
Our boss came around the corner and asked if anyone knew CPR, and I said, I do. And he said, we need you in the conference room now. And I bolted from my chair, I went around the corner, I said, have you called 911? They said, we're on the phone with them. I took one look at Lynn and I knew immediately she needed CPR.
Fortunately, Sue Froeschle responded, started performing CPR. Someone else called 911, and then the Vail firefighters arrived with an automated external defibrillator, or an AED, and delivered 3 shocks to my heart and saved my life.
If Lynn's coworkers had not begun the CPR before we arrived, her chances of survival would have dropped.
The majority of sudden cardiac arrest victims do not survive because there is a lack of response. With every minute that passes, a victim's chance of survival decreases by 10%.
Yeah, we've seen it time and time again where people just don't know and they wait for us to show up, and a lot of times I don't think people realize how long the process of getting emergency personnel on scene is. You know, it has to go through a 911 dispatcher and different things. It's a couple of minutes, and those couple of minutes can be critical.
I never thought I would use CPR. It's one of those training courses that you take, and once I had done it, I was like, wow, I did it. And I would encourage everyone, if they have an opportunity, to seek and take CPR, learn as much as you can, because I was just one of a team that helped save Lynn's life. Not one person does it. It takes a lot of people.
After this potentially tragic event, I decided to establish Starting Hearts, which is a nonprofit dedicated to saving the lives of sudden cardiac arrest victims. We provide free CPR and AED education to people in our community. If you were to ask most any American or even child what they would do if they were to catch on fire,
stop, drop, and roll. Stop, drop, and roll.
If you were to ask the same people what they would do in the event of a sudden cardiac arrest,
check breathing. Yep, you can do the hand thing.
Most people don't know how to respond. The answers are varied. Sometimes they might say perform CPR, sometimes they might say call 911, but for the most part, the public does not know how to respond. So Starting Hearts has come up with a campaign or a message called Call, Push, Shock, which is just a very simple message, just like stop, drop, and roll, to help educate our community on saving lives. First, call 911. Second, push hard and fast in the center of the chest or perform CPR. And then third, deliver a shock using an automated external defibrillator.
You know, people are afraid. You know, they see it happen, they feel like they should do something, but they're afraid to do something because they don't want to get in trouble. Well, you're protected by the Good Samaritan law, which it essentially says, do something. You know, you're not going to get in trouble. That we realize that it is far more important for you to try to do something than to stand there and not do anything.
I'm amazed that one individual can do as much as she has done with Starting Hearts. It's an amazing opportunity. The heart rod is really, really neat. And the thing that I like the most is that she teaches you how to save your dog's life as well.
So the reason why we created the Heart Rod was to actually bring the education to the people instead of the people coming to us. And I feel like that's one of the biggest reasons why people don't learn how to perform CPR, is because they oftentimes have to go somewhere and spend all day participating in a training. Whereas with the Heart Rod, we come to you.
Preparing to shock, everyone clear.
As emergency service personnel, I wish there were more people like Lynn out doing things like that, because it's the proof in the pudding right there. There it is. We can tell people all day long, please do this, but she can tell them and be a demonstration of why, and that's really powerful.
Sudden cardiac arrest can happen to anyone, anywhere, at any time. Will you be ready?
An estimated 80% of victims could be saved, so remember, call, push, shock.
Contact Starting Hearts to start saving more lives in your community today.